Good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen, members of the committee. We were expecting the former Vice President, former President Robert Mugabe, to appear before us as a result of a letter that had been written to him to request of his person to be here at 2 p.m. today. He has not attended today's session. As a result, the committee resolved to write to him for the last time, because Parliament writes to you twice and then they'll summon you. So it was unanimously agreed that we write to him so that he appears before us on the 11th of June at 2 o'clock. And in that notification to him, we will also state certain provisions of the standing orders rules that attendance before Parliament in evidence. Parliament or a committee, by way of summons issued in terms of Section 2, can order a person, we will remind him that, to attend before it. We will also write to emphasize the summons to attend before Parliament or committee shall be issued under the hand of the Secretary. B, state 3, the name of the person required to attend and the time and place in which he will attend, and the description of the document or thing, if any, which he is required to produce, and C, to be served on the person required to attend by a police officer or any other authorized by the Secretary. So these are some of the tenets of the standing order rules that we include to remind him that failure to attend, we have no choice but to summon him. It's something that we regret to do and hope we will not do it. As a former president of the Republic of Zimbabwe, his legacy needs to be protected, and as a result, it can only also be protected if he follows the laws of the country. He's not being prosecuted. It's only a matter of us hearing from him and contributing whatever he has to us. We still have the utmost respect for him. That's the reason why the committee has exercised this patience. But ultimately, there are laws and rules which Parliament must follow, which protect the citizens of this country. And we hope and pray that we will not get to the stage of summoning the former president to come before us. As you know, that we had equally suggested and agreed as a committee, in respect of the work that he did for this country, to go and appear at his homestead. But you must understand, it is his choice to allow us to appear there or even to be in camera. All those options are open to him, and he has not responded to any. When Parliament writes to you, we expect you to attend, unless otherwise you then write back to state the reasons why you can attend. So when he's not written to us, we are quite comfortable to understand that he has received the communication. Parliament has done everything necessary to ensure that the due process is followed, to ensure that the president attends, former president attends, by sending the letters through the right channel, which is expected of Parliament to do that. So this is what we have for you pertaining to the former Minister of Mines and Home Affairs, Honorable Dr. Robert Mugabe. We made a report to the Speaker of the House of Assembly according to the rules. And we're hoping that that report will be read in terms of determination. So nothing has been swept under the carpet. No one is above Parliament. The committee did whatever it did from a procedural point of view so that the Speaker acts on it according to the procedure followed. So it has to be tabled before Parliament. It has to be given to the Speaker, and that is something that we have already done. It was done a while back, and I'm sure and hopeful that a determination will be made on that, so that people are not speculative of what has happened and that Parliament can be disrespected. Parliament remains one of the arms of the state and has got rules which it stands by. Members of the media, I thank you for listening to this. Are there any questions that anyone might want to ask? Yes. Your name and your media house.
My name is in the event that probably because the days are dragging and also we're going towards the election and Parliament will be dissolved, will you be able to summon you to Parliament if that happens?
When Parliament dissolves and we have not tabled a report, then it becomes unfortunate. And you just have to wait for the next Parliament. So that's how it operates. But we are hopeful that we shall be able to table these reports. As you are aware that our committee has been working very hard in terms of reports. Tomorrow, the Wikno Chivayo Zesa report will be tabled. Like we always said, it is the recommendations that you must be able to follow through. So those recommendations will come through. The Diamond report, as always, is near finish, but we are waiting for the evidence from the head of state. The ZMDC and other state institutions who are involved in mining, we are also doing a report of that. The coal houses, again, we are doing a report on that. The indigenization of the 2 minerals, we're doing a report on that. So we are hoping that before this term ends, all those reports would have been submitted, and that shows that as a committee we've worked hard. So we're happy that tomorrow we will be tabling the Wikno Chivayo report, and I think we wait for tomorrow and you hear the recommendations. Once we make our recommendations, it's up to other institutions of the state to play their role. So I am glad to say the committee has worked tirelessly to ensure that that report is concluded. So we have not swept anything under the carpet. We have been working, but wait for the recommendations. He is not, as I said, we write to you as Parliament and you attend. If you're not going to attend, you then write to us saying, stating the reasons why you can't attend, as you'd appreciate that there could be certain circumstances beyond one's control. So that has got to be communicated to Parliament accordingly.
So, Honorable Chair, in the event that he snubs again your third summons, are you going to invoke the particular section that speaks to breach of Parliament code?
I did say that in the letter that we're writing to him, which is the final letter, we're also reminding him that we will be summoning him. And in summoning him, it's a police officer, as you've seen, that will be taking the letter to him, or a secretary. So that is very clear now in the final letter to him. And we are hoping that we don't get to that stage of summoning the former president. I hope this last letter to him will be something that he will appreciate, that we're not after anything but to just hear what he has to say. And of course, you know that if he does not attend, there's then the schedule on he'll be in contempt. And in being in contempt, there are many results. Let me remind you that the former and late Roy Bennett was sent to prison by Parliament. Went to the courts, but Parliament has its own ways of dealing things which are respected. So let's always be mindful of the powers that Parliament has. 2 more questions. Yes.
How sure are you that Mr. Mugabe is receiving these letters?
He is receiving these letters because Parliament, there's never a time when a letter has been sent out and no one has come. You appreciate even with the former Commissioner General, Augustine Chiwuri, we had to now know that he was in Malawi as a result of us working with the institution, the ZRP, which is responsible for knowing where people are. So Parliament also can use that. So this information is getting through to him. We are very sure of that.
It can go to his house, but to him, to him.
You've got to understand, he still enjoys state security. And enjoying state security, we have procedures which ensure that he receives that. He still has his rights and enjoys certain benefits from the state, and because of that,